It's another leg day, friends.
The daylight, lightning and the thunder, sun, moon, the stars and the hunger, abundance in bundles, blessings and troubles, towers and tunnels, views and valleys, waves and peaks, streaks you from sun, planet Earth.
Today's a full leg day. We're gonna be hitting quads, hamstrings, glutes, the whole 9 yards. So if you haven't noticed, the last week or two, we kind of changed up our split. And I think that's one of the biggest things that people fall into is they just keep doing the same split for years. But I like to change it up, so we're changing it up a little bit. Started adding triceps into chest day, biceps and back day. We got training legs almost, if you haven't noticed, we're gonna be training legs every 3 days. So you're welcome. Let's go. So first up on our list is one of my favorite things, which are pause squats. However, we're gonna do them a little bit differently today because we're gonna add regular squats right after that. So we're doing 4 sets of 3 pause squats, and I'll probably work up to something that you're comfortable with. And then we're going to drop the weight a little bit, and then you're gonna do 5 more reps, regular squats without the pause. The reason I like pause squats so much is it really keeps you under control. So you're coming down super, super slow. And when you get here, the biggest thing is, this is why I like it, is 1, it keeps you under control. 2, it's gonna keep your knees and everything safe because you're not coming down and bouncing out of the bottom, which a lot of people do when they start going heavy. So you're not going to be able to do as much weight. So you come down super slow, pause for a 1-2 count without moving. And here you want to keep everything super tight, because if you loosen up, that's when you'll fall over and then you won't be able to get up. Or you do a really bad form and you're going one of those things. But it also helps recruit other muscles. So when you come to a complete stop, you're then going to recruit more hamstrings, more glutes. I'm rambling. Sometimes I ramble. I'm going to warm up now. But see, I lost myself. 4 sets, 3 pause squats. Drop a little bit of weight off. I think in there I wrote about 15 to 30 pounds, give or take. So start with maybe taking 30 pounds off of that. And then if you can get 5 pretty easy, then maybe only drop 20 pounds. If you could still get them, maybe only drop 10 or 15 pounds. So you're gonna drop the weight, hit 5 more without a pause. Got it? Sorry I ramble. Oh, today's a ramble day. Super humbling moment for me. I went to do 225. My legs weren't doing it. So gotta remember to always listen to your body. So I haven't been recovering really well from the whole rhabdo thing. I think my body's still taking a really, really hard, a long time to recover. I can't even talk. Maybe that helped. Rhabdo, what are you doing to me? So I haven't trained, I haven't even lifted legs for almost a month. I lifted legs for the first time last weekend, really, really light. So I went thinking I would go to my normal weight, and I can't. So we are doing my pause reps at 225. So instead of taking off a 45 and throwing this on, so we're just gonna strip these 10s off. So we're gonna do 225 for 3 pause reps. Get out, take those off, and you're gonna do 5 regular reps. Almost like a burnout afterwards. So it's just a sad day for Dalen Bailey, right? I haven't squatted under 225 in a very, very long time. But does not matter. Does not matter how much you're squatting. It just hurts up here. Oh, my poor body. Hey. Okay, good reps. Yep. Oh. That was appropriate weight. Oh, I'm still battling this sickness, so sometimes it's better to do less weight so that you're getting better form. And you're gonna die anyway. I feel like I'm dying. Fuck. So with leg day, obviously, if you've been following DLB Daily for a very long time now, you always know I like to squat. It doesn't feel like a leg day unless you squat. So we got our heavy compound movement out of the way. Obviously it's leg day, so we're gonna be doing more compound movements. But now we're gonna be focusing on more time under tension and then targeting specific areas. So this next little set that we're gonna be doing is to focus on our quads. So you've seen these 1.5 rep exercises with the Bulgarian, and I liked it so much that you're gonna be seeing them a lot more. I just love time under tension. You lessen the weight, and I was just having this discussion with Los. When you hit your 30s, you don't want to do really, really heavy weights anymore. You're all about trying to preserve your joints. So this is a great way to lessen the load, which takes weight off of these very, very precious knee joints, which I don't want to mess with. So yes, I like to squat a little heavy, but the rest of the workout is generally higher reps or focusing on time under tension. So our first part of this little double set that we're doing for quads is leg extensions, but we're doing 1.5 reps. So you've seen them with the Bulgarian. So it's the same thing. Oh, I need to move up here. So we go up, one, halfway down, which really targets this middle part of your quad. Back up, back down. That's one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to do 8 to 10, and then we're going to hop on over to another favorite little quad exercise of mine is a trap bar dead. And we're going to elevate our heels a little bit, which then puts a little more focus on the front part of our legs. Now, if you do not have this bar, simply just do it with dumbbells. It's the same thing because you're holding the dumbbells out to your side. So if you don't have a trap bar dead, dumbbell squat is perfectly fine. So with this, I keep my feet pretty close. The farther you're out is gonna work this way. The farther you're in is gonna work the sweep, which everyone loves a nice sweep. So I do my feet pretty close together. And then you're just focus on pushing up with your quads and not so much with your back. So your back doesn't really move. So even though it says trap bar deads, you're not coming down like this and extending. It's just a squat. So here, and then hips forward. You'll feel the difference even just using dumbbells. By elevating your feet a little bit more, you're gonna feel it more on the front of your legs. I'm sorry, my voice is going, guys. So we're doing 8 to 10 and then 10 to 12. I suck. I sound horrible. God. If you don't feel the outside of your quads moving, put those feet closer together. You might be a little far out, but ouch. I promise next week I'm gonna sound better, I swear. All right, so moving on. So we got our squats done. We just hit our quads. Now we're gonna focus on our hamstrings. And when I like something, I tend to do it a lot. So we're gonna take that 1.5 rep set and we're gonna make our way over to the leg curl. And we're gonna do the same exact thing, but with the leg curl. So looks similar. Again, by doing this, you're just creating more time under tension. And then you're also squeezing a lot more, which then makes more blood go to that muscle. So when you come back and you go back again, you're just getting that extra squeeze out of it. So more time under tension builds more blood to that target area. So 1 rep is gonna go, you're gonna go all the way up, come down about halfway, keeping constant tension, go back, hold for a second, and then down. And that's 1 rep. So up, go down halfway, and then up again, up, halfway, back, down, up, halfway, back, and down. So you end up and you are taking that momentum out because you can't swing, because you have to keep it under control the whole time. So if you're coming all the way up and then when you come back, you really have to like slow the pace down so that you're not letting your legs fall. So it just creates words are hard. Just more time under tension, I think. I can't think today. Fuck. I sound like a big dumb idiot. So we're going from leg curl, 1.5 reps, and then I'm doing a reverse hack squat. So this is actually called a V squat or a power squat. You can also do it on a hack squat. If you go to my Instagram, I actually just did a video when I was at Warhouse Gym on an actual hack sled. So the biggest thing here with doing it reverse, so you can do it forward, which on a quad day, I would do it this way. Keeping my feet nice and close, you're gonna be hitting your quads a little bit more. On hamstring day, we're gonna turn around, we're gonna put our shoulders right under here. And the big thing here, oh, that feels heavy. Go out. This is a new machine. Oh, okay, there we go. The big thing here is I'm gonna actually hinge at my hips first, because I'm gonna let my butt shoot back. Normally in a squat, so even if I was trying to like target quads a little bit more, I would come straight down. We're actually gonna bring our feet back. We're gonna hinge at the hips first. So the first thing that moves is gonna be my butt. So we're gonna go this way instead of this way. So if I was targeting quads, my knees would be the first thing that moves. This time, my hips are gonna be the first thing that moves, so that my hips go backwards, my butt goes back, and then when we drive up, we're gonna be driving from the posterior chain. So we're gonna go back, hinge at hips first, so back, let that butt go back, and then drive up from the back chain. So again, hips go back first. So here straight, back, let that butt go back, and then drive up. All right, there you are. So the big key here, remember, let the butt go back first instead of dropping first. So, voice is going again. I'm gonna get it out. We're going 8 to 10 there, and then you're going to be at like a 12 to 15 range. If you don't have this, You can do a vertical leg press. If you don't have a vertical leg press, you could do a vertical leg press on a Smith machine. If you don't have that, you could do a regular leg press with your feet higher up. The lower, if you have your feet low, that's quads. Up high, which similar to this would be like the same thing but opposite because you're on your back. So that would be the next best thing. My voice hurts. All right, next up, we are going to switch it up a little bit and train a little bit unilaterally. I always love to at least do at least one exercise or more, but training unilaterally makes you a little bit better of an athlete. Just think like running, jumping, you're always on one leg, so it's good to train them by themselves. Plus, as a bodybuilder, it's great for symmetry problems. Now, Bulgarian squats, you've seen them so many times. We're gonna do them a little bit differently, and we're doing a high-low Bulgarian squat. What the fuck does that mean? We are gonna be targeting on the high position our quads, and on the low position our glutes and hamstrings. And how we're gonna do that is just making our torso. So on the high, our torso is gonna be like this. On the low, we're gonna be bent over like this, which then puts a little more stretch, words are still hard today, stretch in our hamstrings. So what it's gonna look like, and we're gonna alternate between both of them. So 8 to 10 reps. You could go, if you'd rather do 8 in a row high and then 8 in a row low, that is completely up to you. I'm gonna go back and forth. So first I will show you the high. So the high is going to target our quads. So big thing here is making sure your leg is out far enough. So for the high part, your knee, so you don't want to come this way. That puts a lot of strain on your knees. And once you get older, like me, who is ancient, I try to take as much strain off my knees as possible. So as you're here, you're holding your dumbbells. One thing you can go is you don't want your knee to move. So at your down position, when you come up, that knee stays in the same position. So you're not pushing backwards, you're not pushing forwards, you're not coming down forward and then pushing back. you're coming straight down and straight up. So straight down, straight up, straight down. This knee is not moving out of its spot. A lot of times I'll see people come backwards, which to me, like, that just feels weird. So you can watch, my knee comes down. You don't want it to move away from that spot. So in the down position, when you come up, that knee stays in that same position. So here we're targeting all of our quads. Then for our low position, we're gonna move our torso. So dumbbells are coming straight down, straight up. Now on the low, which will now hit our backside, dumbbells are gonna come forward. Our torso now comes forward. So our knee still is staying in that same spot, but you're just moving your torso down. So dumbbells here for the high, dumbbells here for the low, and you should be able to touch the ground for the low. So with dumbbells, here we go. So I'll start with high first. Oop, not out high enough. Balance is key too. So this is good for coordination, balance. It's gonna work a little bit more than just your legs by doing that. So high position, going down, low position. It's almost like a sprinter stance. So as a sprinter, you're like this. So high position into a sprinter stance. And you'll feel it when you come forward. As I come forward into that sprinter stance, so here's high, all I feel is quads. When I go like this, I'm getting extra flexion in my hips, which then adds extra tension here, extra flex here, extra stretch here, and you'll feel it in your quad or in your hamstrings. So high, low. It's all in the torso. Knees still staying the same. You're just moving your torso. Okay? Whew, that was a lot of talking. Now I gotta do it. Oh, my butt is on fire. All right. Oh. 6. No. Oh. Good luck, my friends. Oh my God, my butt hurts. We're in the finale. We're gonna finish off with hitting some glutes. So we're going to do a single leg Romanian deadlift. I'm going to show you with one dumbbell. You can also do 2 dumbbells. In my opinion, whatever feels better. I have a problem with balancing, and I actually think only holding 1 dumbbell helps with my balancing. So if I don't have to focus too much, obviously part of the whole thing is balance and coordination and keeping your core tight. So you can do a single dumbbell, which I'm just using a kettlebell. So your knee is going to be not straight, but it's gonna keep that slight bend. So keep that bend. Oops, my foot's behind there. Maybe I'll go out here. We're going out here, guys. So slight bend in your knee. You're coming down, flat back. I just touch the ground and then back. If you need to stable yourself by touching with this opposite foot, that's completely fine. Come down, and then here, you're focusing on contracting your hamstrings and your glutes to bring you back up, not your lower back. I know sometimes you might want to do that, but here it's contract and then bring those hips forward. And we'll also show you with 2 dumbbells. For whatever reason, I feel very unbalanced this way. I'm gonna do the opposite leg. So, slight bend, keep your back flat, keep your head in a neutral position so you're not gonna be looking up. Because when you look up, you get like a little kink in your neck. So as you come down, just face your eyes where your back goes. So not this. So you're coming and then back up. So here's 2 dumbbells. I'm less balanced this way. That's not too bad. So either way, whatever you feel a little bit better with, I like the one dumbbell. Then we are going to single leg glute bridge. So I know I showed you with 2 legs, you're not gonna switch until you do both exercises. So you're doing 12 to 15 reps there with whatever leg you start with. So if I start with my right leg there, I immediately go to my right leg here. I'm gonna be using a bench. You can do this without plates. If you have a box would help. I just want to get my feet up just slightly elevated for this. So we're gonna start, since we started with our right, I just keep my hands out. Your upper back right under your traps is on the bench. This leg, wherever you feel good, I just keep it out. So you're just doing all the way down to the ground and then up and squeeze. Drop and squeeze. Drop and squeeze. And we're doing 15 to 20 there. If you need to add a little bit of weight, you can just simply, I would just, instead of using like a bar or anything, because you'll be a little off balance since you're only on one leg, you could just place a dumbbell right about here. And you might have to hold it, keep it still. So down and then up. I definitely don't need weight, so I will not be using weight. That's not good. Wow. You have to take a break. It's okay. 'Cause I have to. Oh my God. Wow. Oh my God. Ooh. Oh. Either my butt weighs a ton or I'm really weak. Oh my God. Holy crap. Oh. Hey, that's a good set. That's a good set. So I wrote 15 reps for that, but as you can see, it's okay if you have to rest pause a little bit. So I still do that. Maybe you do 5 at a time. I underestimated how much those were going to kill me before I got to that, and that's okay. I actually prefer it that way. I don't want those to be easy, so we're doing 15 reps. If you have to, pause a little bit, but get the reps done. So 12 to 15, I mean, try to get 15, but 12 to 15, we'll do that. 12 to 15, 12 to 15. Done and done. Guys, my butt cheeks hurt. Oh my God. Wow, this is, so I've never done single leg hip thrusts before. And it definitely adds a little bit of intensity, just elevating your feet just a little bit, because you can drop down a little bit lower. And then when you bring it up, you're more even with your body. My butt is wrecked. Wow. I should probably do these workouts before I do them on video, but that's okay. That adds for the entertainment. And it also adds that, you know what, I don't know everything, and sometimes when you write something down, it's a lot harder in person. So that wrecked me. Today's workout was killer. My legs are toast. My voice is toast. Let's all pray for me that I get rid of this, whatever's happening, and I can talk better tomorrow, next week. So enjoy today's workout. Any questions, make sure you email me. Also comment on the video below. You can add your comments, I always read them. And generally, most of them are positive. Well, you hate me, but you love me. I totally get it. Totally get it. So enjoy, get to it, have fun. I'm gonna go rest my buns.
Yasin in the